Overconsumption, waste, landfill, fast fashion, overproduction, upcycling, textiles, sustainability. All these things are woven together by multiple threads. How many times do you actually wear a piece of clothing? Many garments are worn fewer than 10 times before they're thrown out. The fast fashion industry is responsible for 10% of global carbon emissions, and the world consumes around 80 billion new pieces of clothing every year. We are consuming and polluting resources at an alarming rate. This is why sustainable practices such as upcycling are key to slowly making progress towards waste reduction and environmental change. See the change, be the change, wear the change. Yes, guys. Fancy seeing you again. Yeah, come in. Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Is it weird having people in your space?
No, to be honest, I do normally have some people up here, but not like this. Not you. There's many more people in there. I'm Zen. I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I do a variety of different things. Of course, we're here filming my brand where I upcycle vintage and old garments into like new couture pieces. Everything's bespoke, everything's a one-of-one. I work a lot with my hands. And yeah, a lot of it's focused on the environment because I don't want to put more stuff out there just to litter everything. I may as well use all the materials that were already there. We're going around to local family-owned businesses, collecting scrap materials and hopefully creating one piece from all of them together, bringing the community together.
I'm Kimberly. I work for a company called Lyon Leathers. We have been running for about 20 years in our current location, which is a Northampton town-based factory. We sell leather goods. We make for small businesses that sell small leather products, belts, and we sell leather skins. We are all Northamptonshire born and bred. We have always lived very close to the town centre. Dad started the business more than 20 years ago, working on the markets, and that's where he found his love for leather goods. And when the opportunity arose to purchase the factory, that's where it all began. Keith, my dad, has an eye for making sure that nothing goes to waste. So when factories unfortunately do close down, just due to the nature of the beast, he'll try and buy as much machinery and material as he possibly can, and he will always know the right person to call that is looking for that machine. We put together mystery bundles, which we sell in the factory or on our website. They are roughly 20 kilos of leather, which would normally be put into the bin, and we sell those for £25.
So where do you mainly get your scraps sort of from then?
So everything in this room, bar 2 shelves, are from end-of-line stock from designers where they've finished producing their products, and then we clear the remnants of what's left over.
Just so they don't throw it away.
So that they don't go into landfill.
I love that.
So do you want to have a look at what's in your box?
We've waited long enough now.
Have a little delve in. So we do
lovely.
sell these boxes on our website, but obviously...
Look how thick it is as well. That's
some great stuff.
Yeah, no. And
So,
the scraps are perfect because I normally work with the shape of the scraps as well. So thank you very much. It's like Christmas. I feel like it's Christmas for me. I appreciate that.
No problem
Thank
at
you
all.
very much. My things come when like I'm in bed lying down trying to go to sleep, unfortunately. And then with the materials I've got, I just kind of think of a shape that I want to do. Like for this one, I knew I wanted one like this with some wood in the bottom.
Like a nice big holder.
Yeah. I think for this, because I'm getting so many different materials, and I don't know exactly how big of the materials I'll get.
Yeah.
I'll just make a template of like a big tote bag, like a nice tote bag with a zip. And where do you get these zips from? Do you just order them in?
No, again, this was saving them from landfill.
Really? I love that. I genuinely love that.
It's lovely to meet you.
Yeah, and yourself. I'll see you soon, hopefully.
Thank you so much.
So, in this box, you guys might have seen a little bits of it when we were actually with them, but they just gave us loads of scraps, offcuts of old leather pieces and whatnot. We got some really nice sort of pig skin here that's nice and that'll be good to use as a layer. And then with the rest of the offcuts, I'm gonna do like uniquely shaped pockets on the front of the bag, just so we can use as much material as possible. I could work with like these two as the main panels and then sort of accessorize all the bits, because just to throw a bit more color into the mix. They also gave us some little hardware bits that hopefully we can use as well. These are really good to use for the straps of the bags, pocket, covers, buckle, whatever. And some zips that we can use. So I might do like I don't know, like little points, sort of like the end of flower tips. Obviously we'll have the Zen in the middle somewhere. Big pocket here, and then loads of charms here. That's what's in my head. It's not the best diagram. A little similar to this, but not all the pockets, and the black will be coming into the blue, which is quite cool. And just loads of pockets, make it super functional. Nature provides all the inspiration you need. Like back in the day when there was nothing, people would just look up at the stars and they were fascinated by that. And there's all these megalithic buildings all focused on that. So I think the inspiration is nature. We're just taking and taking from the earth loads. We need to like give back a little bit, or even like minimalize it as much as possible. And sustainability has always been such a huge factor in anything I do. Hey, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah, how are you?
How you doing, Zen? Nice to meet you. We're just gonna have a little look around.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
You do your thing.
It's Rose Reynolds and it's Timewarp Reclaim Reuse. We are a reuse shop. I was born in Northampton, as my husband was. We collect all our items from the recycling centre. We make sure that every item that we collect is something that can be reused. So many lovely items that it was just such a shame for them to go in the skip. We've got rails of brand new designer clothes with tags on. So it's really important to be able to repurpose them.
Well, it's always been important. I don't know whether it's... Certain generations, it's different. I don't know about you lot. Do you recycle?
A van load is a ton of items. So the chaps have just gone to the recycling centre this morning and they will come back with a ton of items that we will then obviously process and price up. So it averages probably about 3 to 4 tonne a week that we bring away.
It's not about making a lot of money, it's about not wasting what we've got, you know. Why make another one out of a tree when there's already one there, you know?
Do you ever just take pieces out for yourself?
I
feel like I would.
I see it before it goes on the hanger, so
okay.
yeah, I quite often sort of take it.
Honestly,
I don't really buy new clothes.
There's no need when there's...
No.
Yeah. Even that's quite cool, just
Yeah,
a bigger piece
there you
or
go,
something.
yeah.
See, that's the issue with my stuff. I could take everything.
Yeah, but it's nice to reuse.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Take apart.
See, there you go. You already know
I'm on a
now.
roll.
I mean, that's perfect. We've got the stuff from Timewarp, which was a lot of guitar cases and separate sort of little bags. This was quite cool. Imagine that sort of being a pocket. All these extra straps. I might add this sort of backpack element to the bag. That way the bag can be like multifunctional as well. And then the last piece they gave was this huge roll. So we're going to use this as sort of the interior and just align the interior of the bag, yeah. So that should be quite cool. And I didn't want to draw like right on the leather, just in case. Little sewing machine does the job. Needles break all the time, but you know.
Shoes fit shirt. Your new name is Cinderella. This your glass slipper. Smiley, light skin, handsome fella. Still a dark nigga. Got up every time I fell off. I'm a real winner.
You can see how it's gonna look. I've luckily just missed a rip there. That's perfect. That happens when you're using scrap materials though, but you work with those bits. That's the outline, and now that gives me somewhere to like now design on and sort of follow. So I'll do the Zen, the little black flower bits coming in, extra big pocket here, and some charms here, etc. So first thing we'll do, I think, is the Zen here. So I need to choose which leather to kind of go over to put it on there. So normally I always use this grey sort of leather, suede, sorry. But let's see what Lyon Leathers has to offer. So luckily they've got a lot of these, which would be cool to work with, if any of them are a colour that would go with it. We use this one, this is quite nice.
How did you come up with that logo?
It was just my tag, it was just easy to do when I was graffitiing. That's why now it just sort of comes second nature. That's good, but it might be too big. For this bag, yeah, that's too big. Let me use the other one. Cool, so that'll be the logo on it. I think I've gone too big again. That's a lot better. We got there eventually. The yellows, I'm trying to make it so it's like a signature Zen thing. So kind of like how you see Louboutins with red bottoms. You just instantly know it's that brand. For my brand, I want you to kind of see yellow stitching throughout a bag that maybe shouldn't have yellow stitching or the contrast is too much, and you just know it's a Zen bag.
My name's Lawrence, I'm 22 years old. I run and co-own Passenger Outfitters with my brother and sister, and we're a streetwear and menswear store in Northampton. I think we officially opened in 2022, just after COVID. I used to previously work at a clothes store, a menswear store here in town called Driver, which had been here for like 35 years, something like that. Obviously, that sadly closed down during COVID, so me and my brother and sister were like, let's try and start this place. And yeah, 3 years down the line, here we are, still going strong, I think, touch wood. A lot of our products, all like, you know, sustainably sourced materials, fabrics, all of the factories, we try and make sure a lot of the brands, they use fair trade. And a lot of our like footprint, we try and offset with recycling. We use like paper bags and try and avoid plastics where possible. Mainly Deus, there's a few others as well, that all come with a QR code on the wash label. If you scan that, it basically takes you to a website which has pretty much where it's come from, where it's been made, like sustainably sourced. And like I said, all of these last you for decades, so they're pretty much as sustainable as they come, I guess. If we've got like deliveries or if we've had orders locally, I'll try and bike ride or deliver them on foot if I can. I think I've known him maybe when the store opened, maybe a year or two after he came. And we just got chatting. He was generally just a customer, and then like, built up a friendship. Yeah, maybe last year around summertime, we did our first sort of collab with a few people from town making like football shirts and stuff. And then, yeah, the friendship's just grown, and then the partnership's grown from there, and we've gone on to do loads of other things as well. So yeah, it's been good. What? Yeah, what are you saying? How are you?
Good, you?
Yeah, man, good. How's things?
Yeah, not too bad.
Got loads of old bits downstairs to show you, man, so let's get going. Oi.
Oh, nice. You're just organising everything.
Yeah, man, it's a bit of a mess. Just taking all the new stock in, loads of new bits come in, and then had a little look for some old bits downstairs that I thought you could use. So there's tons here, loads of different jackets and bits. Some little speedback ones.
What's this? Just really old?
Yeah, it's all the old bits from Driver. So tons of old stock. It's probably like early 2000s, 90s, like some old Carhartt jackets.
Right, okay. And I can just cut them up and do whatever.
Go crazy, man. Go crazy. Free reign. You can have all of them. Nice little jackets, speedback ones. Tons of different materials.
That's lovely.
Got some knit in there as well.
Do you just not sell them in the store?
These are all too old now. Like a lot of these are all old pieces that, because we're taking such current stock, like all this is brand new season. We can't really afford to put it out anymore. Basically it's just sitting all there collecting dust. So I'd rather you do something with it, innit? Try and make the most of it. But yeah, there's loads of there. There's tons more as well, but loads of different materials, different jackets. That one's beautiful.
Yeah, perfect. Love. Appreciate that, man.
Anytime.
Take all this and get out your hair. This is when me, Lawrence, and Amar, through our brands Zen, Passenger, and Among Good People, decided to collaborate on some vintage football tees, and we did a pop-up at Lawrence's store in town, Passenger, which was cool. We did a workshop where kids came through and they could customize their own tops with little Zen fireballs and Passenger logos. That was a good event that kind of brought the community together. It'll be cool to do more of these around Northampton for sure. The kids had a really good time. So yeah, that was cool to do. I like doing things like that because I feel like you slightly have an impact in like the way they see. I'm planning to do a lot more of that, and like Zen workshops where hopefully I can get brands to give me some of their old stuff and I'll just show people how to create new things from it or embellish it. That's exactly what I'm doing with Dirty London. They gave me all these old tracksuits. So this is, remember I told you I'm working with that brand, Dirty London? I'm gonna pitch, yo, just give me a tote bag and I'll show people how to do my thing on it. So that's one example of what we can just show. These are different leathers from Lyon Leathers, actually. I had quite a bit spare, so I thought, use them. So like, this is one jacket I did for them, where I just kind of went crazy and did individual jewelry spaces down the whole thing. And then hopefully the Zen workshop thing can just kick off. Then imagine at fashion weeks, like, I'm working with like a brand to just do a pop-up and show people how to embellish their own clothes and stuff. Because I feel like it's something that everyone can learn and just do themselves.
I remember painting walls, seeing my name. You wouldn't know the feeling if you ain't done the same. I remember walking tracks caught in the rain, me and ha ha ha.
So welcome back, day 3 in the studio / bedroom, but you guys just need to know it's studio. It's the first time you guys have seen some panels, so I thought I'd show all of you. The front panel is like that. So we got the blue pigskin that I've just used as the background for the colour. And then there's different black suedes here that I've put on as like, the shape is the ends of the flowers, but coming in rather than coming out. So I've just done 3 bits there, little card holder, phone holder, extra functionality bits, and then the flower is sewn in the middle, so it's still got like a bit of movement and whatnot. And then some insects have been sewn on by hand as well, and that's it so far.
Catch me a body before I catch a case, and this thing ain't a hobby, it's the reason I'm made. I see you, brothers faking it, forcing you trying to be. If I'm honest, I wish I didn't have to.
This is the first piece that I ever made. I just wanted to try and make something, so I bought fabric from an old materials store and then just kind of made like a turtleneck out of it. I was going to try and make that my logo, but then I was like, it's a door hinge, let me try do my own. But yeah, that's the first full garment I actually made. So I didn't actually like embellish clothes right. This was the first piece, like a brand new garment, and then I went on to embellishing clothing. Oh, this piece is probably one of the first pieces I ever did when I was like 19 or 20. And as you can see, I didn't do too much, but on the collars, I just kind of added these little beads. Couple others here. So we got like the shirt I recently did with Serial Thriller, an illustrator, but this is the sample shirt, so the one that I cropped myself. The brown is a bit different, but you have to practice them to get a good final product. I think that's my mum coming up, which is kind of perfectly on cue. Mother? Oh, you scrubbed up quick.
Oh, I can't believe you're making me do this.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
I just used to take old clothes that we used to have. My mum used to take me to Next and the boring places like that, so I had to pizzazz them up a little bit just to be a bit different.
Oh, my Asian clothes. You used to take them and start cutting them up and making stuff with them.
Yeah,
You still do that.
Because they're super intricate, all the stuff from like Pakistan, where we're from. So yeah, it was just cool to use it on my normal mundane clothes and make them a bit different.
You do anything creative. Yeah, so I had a sewing machine, that's why you need to watch me. So I do bits and bobs when I can and stuff like that.
She likes the floral colouring books. Don't lie.
Okay, that's my stress relief.
Yeah. But obviously,
I do like my colouring.
that's probably why I like flowers, because you always wore flowers.
Yeah, you used to always watch me do the colouring and stuff like that. So I can be quite creative like that. And I think that's where you got it from. Because I used to have a wall in my room where I'd stick all my colouring and stuff, all my patterns.
Yeah.
And then you used to love watching me do it, didn't you, when you were younger?
Yeah, that's probably where I started to like florals from, stuff like that. Flowers.
And he does get his dress sense from me. Because when he was little, I used to dress him immaculately. Because he was my firstborn, it had to be done.
I put my phone on D&D, it's not personal. You You can see me in the street, I am virtual. I don't deal with the man's herbal. Used to put my weed in bags from Purcell.
I'll show you where we're at right now. So the back panel still needs to be done. Got that laid out for now. And then these are the two sides. Quite like big bottle holders, which should be good. Card holder, little lighter holder. And that'll be the bottom. With loads of these rivets, I had to screw them all in. I used one of the guitar cases and then just a bit of the jacket just to keep it black. And then the front is obviously, you guys have seen it already, but that's the front. So if we can get a little perspective. The back, I don't really have too much of this blue left, but I have the same pigskin in like an olive color. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm always doing like different techniques in every new piece. So I'm always learning something new as I'm going, because I don't have any traditional ways of doing stuff. So like adding these extra sort of stitches just for, you know, when it moves around, it will bend a lot easier when there's a bottle in there. It's like little things like that that you kind of get to learn. I was born in Yorkshire, Batley, Dewsbury, and then we moved to Milton Keynes when I was like 6 months old or something, so hence why I don't have the Yorkshire accent, thank God. And then at 10, we moved again. At 10, we ran away, I don't mind saying it, at 10, we ran away from my dad. So then we just went through refuges, like up and down the country. And then we ended up in a refuge in Northampton because the system was quite good here, whatnot. And then eventually they gave us a house and then we ended up moving up north again, a lot of different dynamics. So I was in Northampton from year 6 to year 8. Then I moved up north for 2 years, like County Durham, Redcar, really far. And then came back down south in year 10 and then we stayed here. Then I went to uni for 4 years. Failed, but I went to uni for 4 years. I actually started off doing fashion marketing and then they started teaching me about fabrics and stuff. But at the time I didn't want to know about fabrics. I just wanted to know the business side. So I just quit, which is so annoying because this is what I do now, but it is what it is. So 3 weeks in, I changed to business and marketing. I was doing all right for the first 2 years, but then 3rd, 4th year, I just fell off big time. Yeah, I just fell off. I think everything from my past just hit me at that moment. So I was just going through it for like 2, 3 years and then I just came back. And I just carried on doing this. So this is sort of like an escape. It's weird. But I do think that unless you go through like some traumatic stuff, you can't really create like greatness. You know what I mean? But because I had the pressure there and I didn't have any money or whatever, I was like, shit, I want to look cool still. How do I look cool without spending any money? Then we just add stuff to clothes. So when I was like 18, 19, I just couldn't afford nice clothes. So I needed to accessorize the clothes I had. I just had old pieces my mum got me from Next sales back in the day, summer sales where everyone's queuing up with the bags. And they just have like a plain canvas. So I would just find like bike locks and random screws like these. That's why I always keep these, because this is what I originally used to put on clothes. Because I was like, they're really high quality. They're not gonna rust. They look good on clothes and they're proper silver. So I just used to go to the old plumbing store and just used to get bike locks and different things and put them onto clothes. And now I've got to the point where I've found insects and different sort of hardware bits.
Sorry, I've been chilling, getting high. Sorry, I got something on my mind. Sorry, I can't keep a track of time.
So this is the interior that I decided to go for. It's like my mum's old scarf. She gave me a bunch of old ones just to do stuff with. So that will be going on in the interior. You've seen the side panels. That one's already done, for example, with a huge like inside side pocket. So you can just whack bottles in there and whatnot. So that's the only complete panel so far. You've seen that. That's the back. Another side. Okay, this is the side you haven't seen. So we have, of course, the blue. And then this is the other side. So it's the same sort of pigskin that Lyon Leathers gave me, which is just like a khaki color. And then this is from a bag that came from Timewarp. like a woman's bag. So I just kept the magnet in there. So now it's become like a sleeve sort of thing. And then all these also are added in little rivets. And yeah, that's where we're at currently. So if you can picture it, let me try and light it out for you. Every side you look at it, it kind of doesn't look like the same bag, which is what I wanted to do. Because I've got a variety of like a bunch of materials. I just thought, let me show that through the bag. So that's why there's loads of different materials being used. With the insects, I've always just loved nature and flowers. When I was looking for silver things that I could find that I could sew onto clothes that isn't too expensive, because without having to make my own custom metal pieces, which would be crazy expensive, I came across these variety of different insects and I just thought they worked perfectly. Gave them a bit of a wear and tear test, put them in the wash a few times, whatnot, and they just work really well. And they go with the whole brand of like trying to look after the earth still. And I think I mentioned it before, like even these are just the flower inverted, like sort of the leaves coming in. So everything is inspired by nature and just functionality. Nature, functionality, and a luxury feel. Even the use of like good materials. You don't have to pay a lot, which we've showed. But yeah, so that can work really well.
Everybody turn killer nowadays. Man, it's funny till you end up in a grave. Some are real with it, some of them are fake. Some shot cause they're hungry. Nothing on their plate, then his brothers from Hunsbury. Shot a new bait just to make a little change and impress their mates. Go back to a 4-bed home, mortgage paid. Mum drives a Range and you sell...
Zachariah, what was your first memory of me making clothes?
Probably when you made that jacket for me. The one with that camouflage.
Oh yeah, the Carhartt one. Yeah. Because I wanted him to have a few pieces so that he could have a couple special bits that nobody has.
But the first thing when I remembered you doing arts and crafts, when you made I was playing on the PlayStation too much, basically.
Story of your life.
You told me to come to your room, and I came, and then you gave me cardboard and paint and these beetle things that you stick on your jacket.
The little insects, yeah.
Yeah.
Beetles.
And then I painted a thing, just a bunch of colours.
Oh yeah, and then you put it on the cardboard. Yeah. You used to force him to paint, to try and be creative. You still do it every now and then, but not really. PlayStation's more your thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, and do you do anything creative?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably my ideas sometimes.
Like what?
On the PlayStation.
Give me an example.
Probably my creativity on the PlayStation.
So it all relates back to the PlayStation. That's not good.
No, but on
That's not real life, boy.
No, on sports as well, like cricket and football, I'm very creative in how the way I play.
And what do you think is the best piece I've made? In your opinion, what's your favourite piece?
My favourite piece, probably that first big bag.
What, the green one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That's a favourite of a lot of people's, to be fair.
Do you find your brother sort of inspiring that he does this?
Yeah, but when it comes to arts and crafts, I don't really pay attention. I just come into his room when it's my bedtime and then act like it's not my bedtime, so I go stay up for a bit longer.
I'm glad he was honest. That's exactly what he does.
This jacket, my brother bought it for me and then I designed it. And then one time I wore it to school to act all cool. And then the second youngest shouted at me saying, "It's gonna get stolen, why did you wear it?" So I didn't wear it. And then because I was always at school, I didn't get any time to wear it, so it's just there. And I might sell it on vintage.
That'd be a good idea. What's sewn into it, Zachariah? What's on it?
It's like these bee things. And then he used to do, I think he switched to smaller ones, but he always used to use these bigger ones. So this was like his old art he used to do. Yeah.
I've been sinning my conscience, killing, never been to church. Still thank God when I reach with the box, the feds didn't stop and search. Ha! Boy, I got nerve stepping on these curbs. Say I mash work, what you say I done dirt?
Okay, so The day has come, the final reveal. I believe this is our last day of filming, so I'm excited to get everyone's reactions. And yeah, it's this big, it's huge. Okay. Yeah.
I just drink Red Bull when I roll joints. Life's been eventful, didn't have a choice. Believe in yourself, know that you got a voice. Just play this tune, it's an audio hoist. Pick up your chin high, pull up your
And it just stands up on its own. There's nothing in it. Yeah. Another cool part is like the two-tone bit where the zips meet. Do you like it, yeah? Yeah, really. And I feel like you're never ever going to see a bag like it, ever. But I'll tell you where the different pieces are from. Lyon Leathers gave us the, this is pigskin, the blue pigskin dyed, and all the extra little leather elements and the suede bits. That's all from them as well. This is from part of a guitar case that we got from Timewarp. On the side, more of the leathers. This is again that same guitar case, this snake sort of snake leather material. Hardware from Lyon Leathers as well. On this side, this big sleeve was taken as a bag from Timewarp. Bottom was waterproof, so I used one of the jackets from Passenger. On the interior, we got more leather from Lyon Leathers, and there's more waterproof material and zip pockets. 2 secure zip pockets that came from the same jacket as that, and then a navy jacket. So it's just all come together. It's like a Frankenstein. It's a Northampton Frankenstein for sure. But it's a beautiful Frankenstein. All in all, this bag took between 40 to 50 hours to make, and I'm super proud of it. It's definitely the best piece I've made so far in terms of detail and execution, with certain techniques that I've used that I've been trialing out, but with this I really got to push it to the limit. And also with the use of such a variety of different materials. I always use different materials, but I normally stick to one for the bag, but this has made me want to use more. I think the petals coming inwards is the new thing that I'm going to do more in the future. It has a cool effect to it, and it just adds loads of detail without having to be too detailed.
You know, the little bottom details are beautiful. The internal's stunning, man. Little clips on the inside. Shape's perfect. Those little internal pockets are sexy as well. The two-tone, you can wear the bag 2 different ways. That's kind of crazy, actually. Just fit a water bottle in it. Oi! Key clips. And the little pen holder's crazy as well. Mate, all round smashed it, to be fair. Beautiful. Where's mine? Oh!